Hey guys, now we all tell each other that the poor get poorer while the rich get richer, and we all get furious by this, and we wonder why. Well, in this video, I kind of want to implant something in your head that tells you why. So you shouldn't get mad at the wealthy for doing this because it only makes sense. If you want money, wouldn't you want to make more on it? And the poor are getting poorer, and the middle class, they're dwindling. They're dying out, becoming either moving up to becoming rich or moving down to becoming poor. Now, before I go any further, whether you're rich or poor does not make you a bad person. It does not. If you're rich, it doesn't make you evil and bad. If you're poor, it doesn't mean, anything. It's just a status thing. Whoever means you want to be rich over poor. Another thing before we go forward, having more money only makes you more of what you already are. So if you're generous and you have money, it only makes you more generous. If you're healthy, it just makes you more healthy. You're able to, buy healthier things. If you're adventurous, it makes you more adventurous. You're able to explore the world. If you're an asshole, excuse my French, but money will just make you more of an asshole. That's all money is. So I personally like money, not for the status thing, but money sets you free. It doesn't, working for a job, you're kind of stuck there. If you have more money, you're kind of free to do other things. And I got this mentality from reading a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out on Amazon. You could also check on YouTube. He has some talks and stuff. But completely changed my life. I would really recommend it. So, why do the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Well, I'm going to start with the poor first. Let's say you get a little extra money. So you get 100 extra bucks or 1,000 extra bucks. What do you do with it? Well, even in the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he says that poor people buy things. He calls them doodads. But people buy things or liabilities if you're, an accountant or whatever, financially savvy. But poor people buy liabilities or things. They buy cars. They buy cell phones. They buy TVs. They buy things. That makes them poorer. The rich, on the other hand, they buy assets. What's an asset? Well, an asset gives you money. Some assets are like real estate, stocks, bonds, whatever. There are many different types of assets. But that's it. That's how the rich get richer. Because they use their money to buy assets which produce them more money, which means they have more money to put in more assets, which means they have more money, so they put it in other assets and creates more money, and it's a cycle. That's why they get richer. Poor people, on the other hand, just buy things. So they just buy, like I said, cars, houses, things that just put them in debt, credit cards, and all this stuff they cannot afford. They throw it away. And even if you have an extra $1,000, everyone says, what I would do if I had a little extra money. Let's say you actually get it. What would you actually do with it? Would you be better off? Probably not. So that's the main thing, is that the poor kind of just throw their money away and never get ahead. They live paycheck to paycheck and keep going to their jobs and then spending it and jobs and spending it. At the end of the day, they end up at zero. Wherever they're rich, they keep growing their money. And that's why they get richer. So now, hopefully, this kind of makes a little more sense. Anyone is able to do it. If you believe that you can do something, you can. If you want to get rich, you can. If you don't know how, ask yourself why. And if you don't know why, learn about it. So hopefully this kind of planted a seed in your head again. I highly recommend this book. It changed my life. Anyone can become wealthy, guys. And if you have more money, you can just do more things. You'll be more free. Wouldn't that be great? Seems like a lot of people would be happier if they don't have to go to a job every day. So there are ways. So now that you know the secret of how the rich get richer,